24 HD training is a highly effective system for lowering body fat levels that has been hugely successful for our transformation clients. Packing a high volume of quality work into a short period of time surges fat-burning hormones for 24 to 48 hours following each training session. You can earn great progress with 3 to 4 sessions per week that are 45 minutes or less. We're going to demonstrate beginner and advanced versions of a chest and back training session about a minute from now. Rotating 4 different exercises as part of a giant set allows certain muscles to rest while others are working to the max. This will enable you to use very short rest periods between sets while performing at a high level. Great performance and short rest periods combine to naturally surge fat-burning hormone levels. The burning feeling, that you get in your muscles while you're training is a signal that lactic acid levels are increasing. And those lactic acid levels are a precursor to growth hormone, which is one of the body's most potent natural fat-burning hormones. So before we get Todd started here with the workout portion, I'm going to explain how to determine the best weight load for each exercise. A giant set, which includes 4 exercises, are done on one station right here on the same bench, so that if you're in a crowded gym, you don't have to worry about people jumping in on your station and knocking off your rest periods. We'll demonstrate the proper form and repetition speed. That's a very important element. And the HD plan is not going to cause women to accidentally pile on a bunch of unwanted muscles. So just, get that myth out of your mind. So every set we're going to do here is going to be 8 reps. We're going to essentially do 3 revolutions of this giant set, 8 reps each exercise, which is going to give us a total of 24. So the first exercise here is a semi-neutral grip dumbbell press. And you can see Todd's elbows, they are tucked in a way. It's kind of a halfway between a neutral grip press and a traditional pressing grip. So Todd, go ahead. He's going to start with 8 reps. He's going to go down on a 3 count, 1, 2, 3, and he's going to pause 2 seconds in the bottom. 1, 2, and then up. And we're going to do a total of 8 reps there. And this semi-neutral grip does a very good job of reducing stress on the shoulders as well as the elbows in my experience. And one of the reasons I like this particular grip and using a variety of grips is there's a tendency to ignore certain things we're not good at, and as a result we tend to have neglected areas of the musculature. So thinking about using grips you haven't used before is a very important element of the program design. So that's been approximately 8 reps now. Okay, so Todd's going to just essentially flip over. He's going to take about 45 seconds rest in between. But what he's going to do is he's going to go face down on the bench and he's going to do a supinated dumbbell row. So supinated. You can see here that his palms are facing the ceiling, okay? And the objective is that Todd is going to pull this dumbbell to his waistline. And that makes the movement much harder. And you can see how high his elbows travel. So he's going to go up and pause for 2 seconds on top. 1, 2, and down on a 3 count. And these slow, deliberate movements, as we've discussed before, reduce the amount of momentum in each rep. They make the muscles engage more intensely with the contractions. They increase the length of the sets in a strategic manner. And again, this is an important precursor to increasing your fat-burning hormone levels. So it's about 5 reps. We'll do a few more. And again, this is a great training system when the gym is crowded this time of year, January, February, and even into March, before most people give up on their New Year kind of goals because they're using programs that just aren't very effective. But having 30 to 45 seconds rest between sets, depending on your experience level, is important for maximizing fat-burning hormones. So Todd, go ahead and you can put the dumbbells down, and what we're going to do is make it into a flat bench. And this next exercise is going to be a flat neutral grip press, meaning the palms are going to face each other the whole time. Again, a grip a lot of people don't do while they're pressing. They typically want to do all the same grips, the traditional grip, again, and overemphasize those things. So Todd's going to keep his elbows tight to the body. He's down on a 3 count and pausing for 2. 1, 2, and up. And it's always a good idea to push the weights in an accelerative fashion while being under control. You're going to get the best response from the nervous system in doing so. So again, this is the third of 4 exercises that we're going to do, and we'll repeat the sequence a total of 3 times. It goes by very fast, but when you're using a challenging weight load, you're gonna really feel how challenging this particular workout is, considering the short rest periods and the extended set durations. I would highly suggest having a stopwatch, with a cord, rope, that you can hang across your chest, or one on your wristwatch, so that you can accurately measure the rest periods between sets. So Todd, you're done with that one. I don't know how many reps that was, but you get the idea as to how long a set will last. So we're going to turn the bench back into a 30-degree incline so that we can do a neutral grip dumbbell row. And one thing to mention too is using the 100% MR in the muscle synthesis before, during, and after the sessions. It accelerates the recovery between the sets, which improves performance and ultimately helps to increase the utilization of stored fat as fuel. And Dr. Serrano spent many years perfecting the proprietary amino acid blends based on hormonal blood work analysis, muscle biopsies, published research, performance reviews, and extensive body composition testing. And the particular assets of those 2 formulas are very helpful with this particular type of training session that is highly dense in nature. So you can see how Todd has taken 3 seconds to go down, and he's pausing on top for 2 seconds, trying to retract his shoulder blades and bring the elbows as high as he can, while keeping the lat down, so to speak. It gives you more back involvement, for the rhomboids in particular. Actually, he could hear what I was saying, and he emphasized that more so in that particular rep. But you want to imagine trying to squeeze a grate between your shoulder blades. Okay, Todd, so you can just go ahead and sit up, get back into the beginning position if you don't mind. And the next sequence, we're going to show a more advanced version in the video to follow this one directly. And one thing to consider too, and this is something that is tremendously lacking with program design and how most people train, is your objective each week should be to increase the weight loads while executing the proper form, repetition speeds, and rest periods. This is the case for men and women, even if the goal is not to gain muscle. Gaining muscle is not easy. It doesn't happen by accident. There's got to be a diet geared specifically to muscle growth in place. But one thing I can tell you with certainty, following 15 years working successfully with clients, is that improving your performance from week to week has a huge impact on the release of fat-burning hormones. So please, any questions or comments, or to discuss your individual goals and how I can be of help, please email me at scott@infinityfitness.com 7 days a week. And stay tuned for the next video, where we're going to demonstrate an advanced version of the 24 HD training. Thank you.